Walter White, the protagonist of the iconic series Breaking Bad, is a character whose transformation is both fascinating and disturbing. Once a mild-mannered high school chemistry teacher, he becomes a ruthless drug kingpin known as Heisenberg. His story is one of manipulation, moral compromise, and the dangerous allure of power. Today, we'll take a deep dive into key moments from Walter White's life, analyzing how his journey was shaped by his subtle yet powerful manipulation of others, and what universal lessons we can learn from his decisions. Walter's tale is a cautionary one, revealing the seductive nature of power, the perils of unchecked ambition, and the importance of staying true to one's core values. At the start of Breaking Bad, Walter White is a man beaten down by his past. Once an accomplished chemist, he co-founded a successful company that was eventually sold for billions. But Walter walked away, leaving the company to thrive without him. Now he lives a life of quiet desperation, working as a high school teacher and part-time car wash attendant. His dreams of greatness have withered and his pride is bruised. When Walter is diagnosed with terminal lung cancer, it marks a pivotal moment in his life. Faced with the reality of leaving his family in financial ruin, Walter makes a fateful decision. Instead of letting his family suffer, he'll use his chemistry skills to produce and sell methamphetamine. At first, it seems like an act of love and duty for his family. But as time passes, it becomes clear that Walter's motivations are far more complex. Walter begins his journey into the world of drugs by partnering with Jesse Pinkman, a former student. Initially, Walter insists that he's making meth only to secure his family's future. But it quickly becomes clear that Walter is using his intelligence and ruthlessness to expand his reach and control. One early example of his manipulative nature is when he convinces Jesse to kill their first enemy, Emilio. Walter could have found a less violent solution, but instead he pushes Jesse into doing the dirty work, showing his ability to manipulate others for his own ends. Not every decision that appears altruistic is actually selfless. It's important to examine your own motivations and be aware of when others may be manipulating you. Imagine someone at work offers to help you with a project, but later you find out they had a hidden agenda. Maybe they were trying to get you to make a mistake for their own gain. Stay vigilant and analyze others' actions carefully before accepting help. As Walter's success in the drug trade grows, he adopts the persona of Heisenberg. This new identity allows him to shed his former self and embrace a darker, more dominant version of himself. As Heisenberg, Walter becomes more manipulative, more dangerous, and more power-hungry. One of the most telling moments in Walter's transformation is when he watches Jane, Jesse's girlfriend, die from a heroin overdose. Walter could have saved her, but he makes the cold decision to let her die. He justifies this to himself as a way to protect Jesse from Jane's destructive influence, but in reality, it's Walter asserting control over Jesse's life and choices. The manipulation of others often comes disguised as logical or necessary actions. But when you peel back the layers, you'll see that the true intentions are much darker. In your personal or professional life, you might encounter situations where someone tries to manipulate you by presenting a solution that seems logical on the surface but is, in fact, designed to benefit them at your expense. Always look for the hidden motives behind people's actions. In the final season, Walter reaches a moment of reckoning. He confesses to his wife, Skylar, that his actions were never just about providing for the family. "I did it for me. I liked it. I was good at it. And I was alive." This moment is the ultimate revelation of Walter's true nature. His actions were never purely for the benefit of his family. His drug empire, his violence, his manipulations, they were all driven by his need to prove his worth and claim power for himself. Being honest with yourself is essential. When we lie to ourselves, we justify decisions that may ultimately harm us and others. Walter's journey shows the danger of refusing to confront your true motivations. When making major decisions, whether in your career or personal life, ask yourself why you're really making them. Are you doing it because it's the right thing, or because of ego, pride, or a desire for power? Be honest with yourself before moving forward. In the series finale, Walter has everything he ever wanted: wealth, power, and control. But it's all hollow. His family is broken, his drug empire is in ruins, and he dies alone in a meth lab, the very place that symbolizes his rise and fall. Even in his final moments, when he sacrifices himself to save Jesse, there is still an element of self-interest in interest in his actions. Walter's final gesture is a form of redemption, but it's also about regaining control, something he can't let go of. Walter White's story is a profound exploration of the dangers of manipulation, the lure of unchecked ambition, and the personal cost of losing sight of one's true values. His journey teaches us that when we let ego and pride drive our decisions, we risk losing everything that truly matters: our relationships, our integrity, and our sense of self. What do you think of Walter White's journey? Do you see parallels in your own life, or have you learned anything from his story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. See you in the next one.